श्री गुरु गौरांग गंधार गिरिधारी श्री राधा विनोद बिहारी जू की जय। श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जू की जय। नित्यानंद विष्णु विष्णुपार शतर शत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोसाई महाराज श्री गुरुदेव की जय। नित्यानंद विष्णु विष्णुपार शतर शत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत वामन गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्यानंद विष्णु विष्णुपार शतर शत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्यानंद विष्णु विष्णुपार शतर शत शिशिमार भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्यानंद विष्णु महाभगवत श्रील गोक्षर बाबाजी महाराज की जय। नित्यानंद विष्णु श्रील सच्चिदानंद भक्तिविनोद ठाकुर की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्ट वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ दास बाबाजी महाराज की जय। श्री रूपानुगौर्य गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ शारद गोसाई प्रभु की जय। श्री स्वरूप दामोदर राय रामानंदारी श्री गौर पार्षद वृंद की जय। नाम जय श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल ब्रज मंडल मथुर वृंदावन धाम की जय। सर्व अभिष्ट विदत गिरिराज महाराज की जय। श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जय। श्री यमुना देवी गंगा देवी की जय। श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय। श्री भक्ति देवी की जय। श्री पूर्णमासी योग माया की जय। श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। Hare Krishna. Dandavat pranams. Oh, let's do Jaidwani and Mangala Charan and then we'll begin. Wait, let me just check really quick. Is today any special day? No. Okay. Oh, yesterday was Jayadev Goswami's disappearance day. I missed that. Anyhow. Okay. We'll do the Mangala Charan and then start. Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Guruve Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Shri Siddhanta Saraswati Tividito Gaudiya Gaurvandvaye Bhato Bhanuriva Prabhata Gagane Yogora Sankirtanai. Maya Varati Mingilo Daragatan Udritya Jiva Niman Krishna Prema Sudabdi Gahana Sukhang Pradat Prabhung Tang Bhaje. Vande Bhakti Vinodang Shri Gaura Shakti Swarupakam Bhakti Shastragya Samrajam Radharasa Sudha Nidhim. Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Saccidānanda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Varayate Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayang Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Padantikam Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Vrishabhanusutan Vitavamatanum Yamuna Tatanagarananda Sutam Murali Kalagita Vinoraparang Bhaja Godrumakanana Kunjavidum Smara Gaura Gadadhara Kelikalam Bhava Gaura Gadadhara Pakshachara Shrinu Gaura Gadadhara Charukhatam Bhaja Godrumakanana Kunjavidum Tavaivasmi na jivami tvaya vina iti vigyaya devi tvang nayamang charanantikam Bhaktya vihina aparadha lakshay kshiptascha kama ditaranga madhye Kripamai tvam sharanam prapanna vrinde namaste charanaravindam Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Dandavat Pranams Nri Hari Prabhu Bhavatarani Mataji Anadhi Krishna Prabhu Nitai Mukesh Ji Gokuleshwari Didi Sarveshwari Mataji Vrinda Didi Rukmini Didi Prajumna Prabhu Mantramurti Mataji and I see maybe Indira Mataji, Raseshwari Mataji, and whoever else is there. I see there are 8 devotees on YouTube and Facebook. Dandavat pranams. Also pranams to all devotees watching in the future. So, today we begin Śrī Harināma-cintāmaṇi by Srila Saccidānanda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. I'm actually feeling a little sick this morning, like a bit nauseous and a headache and stuff. And I was thinking of canceling the class, but then I decided not to last minute. But yeah, I'm a little bit out of it. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Anyways, doesn't matter. Um, all right, I guess we just begin. I feel like I should do some like little intro or something, but we already read the introduction yesterday. Uh, if if you weren't here, if you didn't join the program yesterday, we read or yeah, you can see the previous video we read. That's strange. Where is, huh? I had it open and then okay. Yeah, so yesterday we read an article by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur called entitled Sadhan. It's an amazing article all about how to perform Nam Bhajan. That's been the topic for a few days now, right? The end of Jaiva Dharma was the end of the second part of Jaiva Dharma, which we just finished reading, was we read about Nam Tattva, then Nam Aparad, and then Nam Abhas. And then yesterday we read Sadhan, which also delved into those topics a bit. And then we also read the introduction to Harināma-cintāmaṇi. Let me just put this on the screen really quick so you can see. I'm just going to go through in the introduction. I just thought this is so interesting. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, this Śrī Harināma-cintāmaṇi is a book written in Payar meter, and women and children and those inexperienced in Sanskrit can all grasp Mahaprabhu's teachings from reading it. It is for this reason I have not included any Sanskrit quotes, which might trouble them. There is another anthology called Praman Mala, which contains Shastric evidence for every sentence of this Harināma-cintāmaṇi. If Krishna desires, this book will also be published for the devotees very soon. And then The Praman Mala was later published by Srila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura under the name Bhajan Rahasya. So really these two books, Harināma-cintāmaṇi and Bhajan Rahasya, go together. Bhajan Rahasya is giving all the Sanskrit evidence, proving all the word, every sentence of Harināma-cintāmaṇi. Servant of the Akinchanas, Srila Bhaktivinoda. Okay, so, oops, let me just move this here. Today's reading, I think, is around 4,000 words. So we'll see how far we get through, if we could finish it all, or I'll end we'll do like 48 minutes of reading, and then I'll stop. Let's see, this will be an experiment. I did the word count for every chapter. It might be nice to see first. Let's look at how Śrī Harināma-cintāmaṇi is organized. So, yeah, this chapter 1 is 4,392 words. It's Śrī Nam Mahatma Suchana, an introduction to the glories of the holy name. Then chapter 2 is Nam Grahan Vichar, a deliberation on chanting the holy name. Then chapter 3 is Nam Abhas Vichar, a deliberation on Nam Abhas. Chapter 4 is Nam Aparad, and it goes through, this is the majority of the book, it goes through the 10 offenses to the holy name. So first is Sadhunanda, offenses to the holy name, criticizing sadhus. Then Devantare Swatantra Jnana Paradha, the offense of considering the devas to be independent. Gurur Avagya, neglecting the guru. Then chapter 7, Shruti Shastra Nandanam, criticism of the Shruti Shastra of the Vedas. Then Arthavad Aparad, the offense of interpreting the holy name. Sorry. Did I say interpreting? I'm a bit sick, as I said. Okay, chapter 9, Nam Vale Pap Buddhi, the mentality of performing pap on the strength of the holy name. Shraddhahin Jane Nam Upadesh, giving instruction of the name to those without Shraddha. Then chapter 11, Anya Shubha Kamer Sahit Namke Tulya Gyan, equating the holy name with other auspicious activities. Then Nam Aparad, Pramad, inattention as an offense to the name. Chapter 13, Ahang Mama Bhavaparad, the offense of considering I and mine. Then chapter 14 is Seva Aparad, offenses during service. And then finally, chapter 15, which is the longest chapter, it's 9,356 words. It's Bhajana Pranali, the method of bhajan. So this is what we'll be reading over the next probably couple weeks. So yeah, let's begin. I'm just getting the mridanga. Thank you, Sarveshwari Mataji. Okay. Haribo, Hari Priya Didi. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna play mridanga while we sing, because, yeah. Where is... Just checking the sound one more time. Okay, music, original sound on. Okay, there. Jai Śrīla Saccidānanda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura ki Jai. Jai Śrīla Namacharya Śrīla Haridas Ṭhākura ki Jai. Kadai Gauranga Jai Janava Jivan Sitaya Dvaita Jai Shivasadi Bhaktagan Sita Dvaita Jai Shivasadi Bhaktagan. Glories to Gaur Gadadhar and the life of Janava Nityananda Prabhu. Glories to the husband of Sita, Advaita Acharya, to Srivas and all the devotees. Lavana jaladhatire nilachala Shri Mandire Daru Brahma Purusha Pradhan Jive Nistarite Hari Archarupe Avatari Bhoga Moksha Korena Pradhan Bhoga Moksha Koren Pradhan. On the shore of the saltwater ocean, in a beautiful temple in Nilachal, the Supreme Person descended in the form of a wooden deity, Daru Brahma, in order to deliver the jivas. He bestows material enjoyment and liberation. Ashe dhame Shri Chaitanya manave korite dhanya Sanyasi rupete Bhagavan Kalite je juga dharma Bhujaite tarma marma Kashi mishra ghare adhishtan. In this dham, the Supreme Lord, Shri Chaitanya, appeared in the form of a sannyasi in order to bless humanity and to teach the Yuga Dharma of the Kali age while residing at the home of Kashi Mishra. Nija bhakta vrindaloye nija kalpataru hoye Krishna prem den sarva jane Nana mate bhakta muke bhakti katha shuni suke Jiva shiksha den sujatane. Along with his intimate associates, he became like a wish-fulfilling tree and gave everyone Krishna prem. He happily listened to topics about bhakti from the mouths of various devotees and taught this to the jivas with great care. And there's a footnote, or I think this is a note from Srila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. He says, through the mouth of Śrī Ramananda Rai, Ras Katha, discussions on Ras, emanated. From the mouth of Śrī Sarvabhauma, the subject of liberation, Mukti Tattva, manifested. From the mouth of Śrī Rupa came Ras Vichar, deliberations on Ras. And from the mouth of Śrī Haridas, Śrī Nama Mahatma, the glories of the holy name, appeared. Ekadina Bhagavan Samudre Koriya Snan Shri Siddha Bakule Haridase Mili Anandita Mane Jigyasila Sajatane Kise Jiva Tare Anayase Kise Jiva Tare Anayase. One day, after bathing in the ocean, the Lord met Haridas at Sri Siddha Bakul. Feeling great bliss, he asked sincerely, "How can the jivas be easily delivered?" Prabhur charana dhori aneka binaya kori kalarashupulaka sharir Haridasa Mahashay Kandite Kandita Koi Prabhu Tava Lila Sugambhir Prabhu Tava Lila Sugambhir. Grasping the Lord's feet with great humility, with moist eyes and the hairs of his body standing on end, the broad-hearted Haridas continuously wept, saying, "O Prabhu, your pastimes are extremely deep." Sugabhir. Ami ati akinchan nahi mor vidyadhan tava parayamar sambhal eheno ajoga jane prashna kori akarane bolo Prabhu habe ki bafal. I am most destitute. I do not possess a wealth of knowledge. Your feet are my only treasure. Tell me, O Prabhu, if you ask this question to such an unfit person, what will be the result? Tumi Krishna Swayam Prabhu Jiva Yudharite Vibho Navadipa Dhame Avatar Kripa Kori Ranga Pai Rakho More Gaura Rai Tabe Chitta Prafula Amar. O Prabhu, you are directly Krishna himself. O Great One, in order to deliver the jivas, you have descended to Navadvip. Please be merciful. Please be kind. O Gaura Rai, kindly protect me. Make my heart blossom with bliss. Tomar ananta naam tavananta gunagram tavarupa suker sagar ananta tomar lila kripa kori prakashila tai ashvadaye e pamar. Your names are unlimited. Your many qualities are boundless. Your form is an ocean of bliss. Your pastimes are endless. Please show your mercy and allow this wretch to relish them. There's a footnote. By your mercy, your spiritual name, form, qualities, and pastimes have arisen within the world of matter. Please allow jivas like myself to relish them. The material body and senses of the jiva cannot perceive Krishna's name, form, qualities, and pastimes, which are completely Shuddha Sattva, which are made of pure goodness. By Krishna's mercy, these transcendental realities appear in this material world to award auspiciousness to the jivas. Because they are spiritual by nature, they are self-manifest. Chinmay bhaskara tumi kiranera karna ami tumi prabhu ami nitya das charana piyusha tava mama sukha suvaibhava tava namamrite morayash tava namamrite morayasha. You are the transcendental sun, and I am but a particle of light. You are the master, and I am an eternal servant. The nectar of your feet is my blissful wealth. I only desire the nectar of your names. E mata adham ami ki bolite jani swami tabu agya koribo palan jabolabe mor mukhe tomare bolibo sukhe dosh guna na kori ganan dosha guna na kori ganan. Thus I am very fallen. How will I know what to say, O Master? Still, I must accept your order. Whatever words you speak through my mouth, I will happily tell you. I will not consider their faults or virtues. Okay, I'm going to stop playing Mridanga now. Got this. Okay.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I'm not able to hear you for some reason.
Can anybody hear me right now? Hare Krishna? Haribol?
Now I can hear you, Prabhuji.
Yes, okay.
Okay. Okay, yeah, I think there's something with the settings. I tried to change the settings and it messed it up. Okay. And these notes are notes are also by Srila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura. Just yeah, okay. So I'll start over. You just missed this part, right? I think. Should I read this verse again? Like how long have you not been able to hear?
I think from verse 12, Prabhuji.
From verse 12. Okay. Ekamatra ichamoy Krishna Sarveshwar Nitya Shakti Yoge Krishna Vibhu Paratpar. Krishna is the sole controller of everything, possessing independent desires. With his eternal potencies, Krishna is supremely infinite. And then Srila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura notes, Krishna is a supreme independent enjoyer who possesses inconceivable potencies. He is that conscious subject who possesses independent desires, and he naturally possesses potencies. Therefore, nothing is independent from him. The potencies of the Supreme Consciousness are his glories. Krishna is the one non-dual absolute truth, and his glories are limitless. On the path of Gyan, Icha, will, and Shakti, potency, are considered to be separate from Krishna. And the non-dual qualityless Brahman is perceived as the goal. The reality is that Para Brahman is the effulgence emanating from his personal form. In Ashtanga Yoga, the subtle indwelling monitor, the Antaryami, who is the all-pervading consciousness within the universe and within the hearts of all beings, as Paramatma, is considered to be the goal. In reality, he is but one manifestation of Krishna. Therefore, Brahman and Paramatma are both portions of Krishna's personal form. Krishna is completely conscious and replete with desire and potencies. He is the supreme enjoyer whose desires are always fulfilled. Krishna Shakti Krishna hoite na hoy swatantra. Jai Shakti Shai Krishna kohe Veda mantra. Krishna's potencies are never independent from Krishna. Those potencies and Krishna are identical. The mantras of the Vedas explain this. Krishna Vibhu Shakti Tar Vaibhava Swarup Ananta Vaibhave Krishna Hoy Ekarup. Krishna is infinite, and his potencies are his manifestations. His manifestations are unlimited, and Krishna is one. Shaktir Prakasha Jai Shaito Vaibhav Vibhur Vaibhava Matra Hoy Anubhav. These potencies display his manifestations, and the manifestations of the Absolute enable one to perceive him. Vaibhava Trividha Tava Gauranga Sundar Chir Achit Jivatin Shastrer Gochar. O Gauranga Sundar, you have three kinds of manifestations. The Shastra says that these three are Chit, Achit, and Jiva. Note, Krishna's manifestations are threefold, namely Chid Vaibhav, spiritual manifestation, Achit, or Maya Vaibhav, the material manifestation, and Jiva Vaibhav, the manifestation of the Jiva. Ananta Vaikunta Adi Jata Krishna Dham Govinda Shri Krishna Hari Adi Jata Nam. Krishna's abodes start with the unlimited Vaikunta planets. His names begin with Govinda, Shri Krishna, and Hari. That's not how I translate it anyways. Dvibhuja Muralidhar Adi Jattarup Bhaktananda Pradayadi Guna Aparup. His forms begin with two-armed Muralidhar playing the flute. His wonderful qualities begin with his bestowing bliss to his devotees. Vraje rasa lila navadvipe sankirtan, e rupa Krishna lila vichitra ganan. In Vraj, there is the Ras Lila, and in Navadvip, there is Sankirtan. Such activities are considered to be Krishna's amazing Lila. In Vraj, there's Ras Lila, in Navadvip, there's Sankirtan. Krishna's spiritual manifestations, his Chid Vaibhav, are considered to be amongst his spiritual potencies, his Chit Shakti. The spiritual potency of Krishna is his superior potency. His complete spiritual potency produces his spiritual manifestation. From transcendental Krishna's spiritual potencies, all of his spiritual abodes, spiritual names, spiritual forms, and various spiritual pastimes are manifest. From the spiritual Sandhini potency, existence manifests. From the Samvit potency, all knowledge manifests. And from the Hladini potency, bliss in relation to Bhav and Ras appears. Yoga Maya is also counted amongst these spiritual potencies and is beyond material place, time, and attributes. She is always pure and full of bliss. E samasta chid vaibhav aprakrita hoy, asiyao e prapanche prapanchikanoy. All of these spiritual manifestations are transcendental. Even though they may manifest within this material world, they are not material. Chir vyapar samuday Vishnu tattvasar Vishnu pada boli vede gai bar bar. All these are essentially Vishnu tattva. The Vedas refer to them as Vishnupad again and again. Oh, and I forgot to mention at the beginning, we are reading the edition of Harināma-cintāmaṇi, which was translated by B.V. Giriswami. It's available on Bhaktivinodainstitute.com. Yeah, okay. So now the next section. Krishner chid vibhutai Vishnu tattva shuddha tattva. Krishna's spiritual manifestation is Vishnu tattva and pure reality. And Haribol Premabhakti Didi. Nahi tahe jara dharma mayar vikar jaratit Vishnu tattva shuddha sattva sar. These spiritual manifestations are not of the nature of matter, which is transformed by Maya. Vishnu tattva is beyond matter and essentially situated in Shuddha sattva and pure goodness. Shuddha sattva rajastamo gandha virahita rajastamo mishra sattva suvidita. Shuddha sattva is devoid of even a scent of the modes of passion or ignorance. When goodness is mixed with passion or ignorance, it is mishra sattva, mixed goodness. Note, goodness is of two kinds, namely pure goodness, shuddha sattva, and mixed goodness, mishra sattva. All goodness found within spiritual manifestations is pure goodness. All goodness found within the material world is mixed goodness. Passion and ignorance are not present within pure goodness. From passion comes birth. Beginningless, transcendental existence does not have the passion that naturally produces birth. And it also does not have the ignorance that produces death. It only has eternal present, nitya vartaman. The Supreme Controller's separated expansions, the vibhinangsha, that's the jivas, are all situated in pure goodness, whose connection with Maya makes it The Supreme Controller's separated expansions are all situated in pure goodness, whose connection with Maya makes it combine with passion and ignorance. Although Girish, Shiva, and the Devas possess many great qualities as far as the jivas are concerned, the illusory nature of bound jivas in the form of pride means that the Devas, the demigods, have mixed goodness combined with passion and ignorance. The Supreme Controller, who is in pure goodness, employs his inconceivable potency, his achintya shakti, and descends as Vishnu into the material world, always remaining in pure goodness and as the master of Maya. Maya is his maidservant. Govinda Vaikuntanath Karanodashai Garbhodashai Ar Kshiro Sindhushai. Govinda is Vaikuntanath. He is Vaikuntanath, the Lord of Vaikuntha, Karanodakshai, Garbhodakshai, and Kshirodakshai Vishnu. Arjata Svangsha Pari Chitta Avatar She Sava Shuddha Sattva Vishnu Tattva Sar. He also descends as his personal expansions, Swangsha. They are all situated in Shuddha Sattva and are in essence Vishnu Tattva. Goloke Vaikunte Ar Karana Sagare Atava E Jare Thake Vishnu Nama Dhare. In Goloka, Vaikuntha, the Karan Sagar, the causal ocean, as well as within the material world, he is known as Vishnu. Praveshi e jara vishva mayar adhisha Vishnu nama prapta vibhu sarva deva isha Mayar ishvar mai shuddha sattva moy. When he enters the material world, he commands Maya. He is known by the name Vishnu. He is infinite and is the controller of all the devas. He is the controller of Maya. Maya belongs to him. He is situated in Shuddha Sattva. Do you notice how Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, this is like just an explanation of verses 2 and 3 of, no, actually, these is verses 2 and 3, yeah, of Dashmula Shiksha, the verses that we were going over. And actually, I plan on doing verse memorization things every few days for Dashmula Shiksha so that we can, yeah, but, so there's a note. When the spiritual potency descends to this material world, it does not become material. It remains as a spiritual potency, manifesting through the Achintya Shakti, the inconceivable potency. It is of a transcendental nature and situated in pure goodness. Oops, this got mixed up somehow. So, Mayar Ishvar Mai Shuddha Sattva Moy. Mishra Sattva, Brahma, Shiva, Adi Savahoy. Brahma, Shiva, and the Devas are situated in mixed goodness. E Samagra Vishnu Tattva Ar Vishnu Dhama Tava Chirvai Bhavanat Tava Lila Gram. All Vishnu Tattva forms and the abodes of Vishnu, Vishnu Dham, are your spiritual potencies, O Lord, and these are all your pastimes. Virajar e pare jatta vastu hoy, achid vaibhava tava choda loka moy. After these, on the other side of the Viraja, is your material manifestation, which consists of the 14 worlds. Mayar vaibhav bole devi dham, panchabhuta mano buddhi ahankaranam. Maya's manifestation is known as Devi Dham, consisting of the 5 gross elements, as well as mind, intelligence, and false ego. Note: this planet is made up of the 5 material elements and the gross bodies of the bound jivas. And the gross bodies of the bound jivas are also made of these 5 elements. The subtle body that stores the impressions and desires of the jivas is made up of mind, intelligence, and false ego. And all these are also material. The jiva, who is a spiritual particle, is naturally pure and situated in Shuddha Sattva. He is spiritual and different from the subtle body consisting of mind, intelligence, and false ego. E bhur loka bhavar loka, bhuvar loka ar svarga loka, mahar loka jana tapa satya brahma loka. This refers to Bhurloka, Bhuvarloka, Svargaloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka, and Brahmaloka. Atala, Sutala, Adi, Nimna Loka, Sata, Maika, Vaibhav, Tava, Shuno, Jagannatha. Below those are Atala, Sutal, etc. Please hear about your material manifestations, O Jagannath, O Lord of the universe. Chidvaibhava Purna Tattva Maya Chayatar Chid Anusurupa Jiva Vaibhava Prakar. Your spiritual manifestation is complete reality. Maya is a shadow of that. The finite spiritual jivas are products of the spiritual manifestation. Chid Dharma Vashata Jiva Chid Dharma Vashata Jiva Swatantra Gatan Sankhya Ananta Sukha Tar Prayojan. Okay, so the finite spiritual jivas are products of the spiritual manifestation. Because they are inherently spiritual by nature, the jivas possess independence. They are innumerable, and their goal is unlimited pleasure. She Shuka Hetu Jara Krishnere Borilo Krishna Parishad Mukta Rupete Rahilo. Those jivas who turn towards Krishna to attain such pleasure remain liberated and become Krishna's companions. Jara Puna Nija Sukha Koriya Bhavana Parshvastita Maya Prati Korilo Kamana. Those who continue to think of their own selfish happiness will wish to remain at the side of Maya. She Saba Nitya Krishna Bahirmukha Hoilo Devi Dhame Maya Krita Sharira Pailo. All of them eternally turn their faces away from Krishna and enter into Devi Dham, where they attain bodies created by Maya. Punya Papa Karma Chakre Puriya Ekon Stula Linga Dehe Sada Koren Brahman. Then they fall upon the wheel of punya and pap. They constantly roam while residing in gross and subtle bodies. Kabu swarge uthe kabu niraye poriya, chorashi lakha joni bhoge brahmiya brahmiya. Sometimes they rise to Swarga, and sometimes they fall into hellish conditions. They constantly roam through 8,400,000 wombs. Tumi vibhu tomar vaibhava jiva hoy, daser mangala chinta tomar nishchoy. You are infinite, you are vibhu, and the jivas are your manifestations. The jivas are your vaibhav. Indeed, you always consider your servant's welfare. Note. In whatever condition the jiva is in, Krishna is his friend and always gives him the results of his desires. The eternal relationship between the jiva and Krishna is that Krishna is the controller and the jiva is controlled. Krishna is the lawgiver and the jiva follows the laws. Krishna is independent and the jiva is dependent upon Krishna. Krishna is the master and the jiva is the servant. Krishna gives the results and the jiva enjoys the results. Dasa jaha sukamani kore anveshan, tumi taha kripa kori koro bitaran. Whatever happiness your servants seek, by your mercy, you bestow that. Mayar vaibhave je anitya sukha chai, tomar kripai she anayase pai. For those influenced by the Maya potency who wish for temporary pleasures, they easily attain them by your mercy. She shuka praptyupai shubha karma jata niramile dharma jagya yoga homa vrata. This sort of pleasure is achieved through auspicious activities, shubha karma. Thus, dharma, jagya, yoga, homa, and vratas were created. They're created for those. They're created for those influenced by Maya potency who wish for temporary pleasures. They easily attain them by your mercy, and this sort of pleasure is achieved through auspicious activities, dharma, yajnas, like that. She sab shubha karma sada jadamoy, chinmoy pravritti tahe kabu na miloy. All of these auspicious activities are always mundane. Their functions can never match anything spiritual. Note, dharma means varnashram, etc. Yagya means the agnishtoma, etc. Yoga means ashtanga yoga, etc. Homa means havan, etc. Vrat means darsha purnamasya, etc. Shubha karma means ishtapurta, etc. These auspicious activities are performed using materialistic utensils at specific times in specific places. Vishnu is known as Yageshwar, the Lord of Yagya, and is the actual doer of these activities. But the function of these activities is not directly spiritual. Without direct spiritual activities, an individual cannot experience the Supreme. And here's a note from the translator. He says, Agnishtoma is a fire sacrifice prescribed in the Vedas for attaining somaras, or celestial nectar. Havan is another name for homa, or fire sacrifice. Darsha Purnamasi is a series of fire sacrifices performed during the full moon and new moon. Ishtapurta refers to rituals and the offering of charity with the intention of attaining the heavenly planets. Tahara sadhane sadhya jaramoy fal, uchaloka bhoga sukha tahate prabal. By performing such sadhan, meant for auspicious activities, one obtains material benefits. By its power, one attains the higher planets and enjoys material pleasures. She saba karma bhog nahi atma shanti, tahate prayasa kora atishay bhranti. The Atma, the soul, does not find peace by enjoying the results of all these material actions. Endeavoring for them is a great mistake. She sab shubha karma upay hoya, anitya upeya sadhe loka sukha diya. The result of performing all these auspicious activities is that one attains temporary mundane pleasure. Note, mundane pleasure, lokasuk, refers to the temporary happiness of Swargaloka and higher planets. Spiritual pleasure is different. Kabu jadi sadhu sange janite she pare, ami jiva Krishna das jai maya pare. If, by the association of sadhus, one understands, I am a jiva who is Krishna's servant, then one can cross beyond Maya. She virala phala matra sukriti janita, tucha karma kande nahi korile vihita. That rare result is only achieved due to sukriti. The trivial activities prescribed in karma kanda cannot bestow it. Arjini mayar jantrana matra jani, mukti labe jatnavan tini hon gyani. One who knows that Maya only brings suffering and who endeavors to attain mukti is a gyani. She sab loker janya tumi dayamoy, gyana kanda brahma vidya diyacho nishchoy. You are most merciful to all people. Indeed, you have given Gyan Kanda and Brahma Vidya, knowledge of Brahman. She Vidya Mayavar Koriya Ashray, Jada Mukta Hoye Brahme Jiva Hoy Loy. Those who take refuge in the knowledge of Mayavad become free from matter, and such jivas merge into Brahman. She Brahma Tava Anga Kanti Jyotirmoy, Virajar Pare Stita Tate Hoy Loy. Brahman is the effulgence of your form, which is full of light. It is situated on the shore of the Viraja. Jai Sab Asure Vishnu Korena Sanghar, Tahara o she brahme jai maya par. All the demons killed by Vishnu cross to the furthest shore of Maya and merge into Brahman. Karmi Gyani Ubhaye Krishna Bahirmukh Kabhu Nahi Ashvadai Krishna Dasya Sukh. Both the Karmis and Gyanis have turned their faces away from Krishna. They never relish the pleasure found in service to him. Bhaktir Unmukhi She Sukriti Pradhan Tar Phale Jiva Bhakta Sadhu Sangapana. The greatest Sukriti is achieved by one who turns his face towards the process of bhakti. It results in that jiva attaining the association of sadhus. Note. Sukriti is of three types. There's karmonmukhi, moving towards karma, jnanonmukhi, moving towards gyan, and bhaktionmukhi, moving towards bhakti. The first two types of sukriti deliver the results of enjoying the rewards of karma and the attainment of mukti. The last type of sukriti gives rise to shraddha, to faith in exclusive bhakti. Those who are ignorant, the various activities of Shuddha Bhakti seem to be ordinary pious deeds. Shraddhavan hoy Krishna bhakta sangha kore name ruchi jive doya jiva bhakti patha dhare. One who has Shraddha and associates with Krishna's devotees achieves a taste for the holy name, becomes compassionate to other jivas, and walks on the path of bhakti. Now, next section, Karmi o Gyanir Prati Kripai Gonapata Vidhan. Out of mercy for the Karmi and Gyani, the Lord creates an indirect path. Dayar Sagar Tumi Jiver Ishwar Karmi Gyani Bahirmukha Udhare Tatpar. You are an ocean of mercy and the Lord of the Jivas. You are intent upon delivering the Karmis and Gyanis who have turned their faces from you. Karma pate jnana pate patika jai jan tahar udhar lagi tomar jatana. You endeavor to deliver those who travel on the paths of karma and gyan. She patiker mangala chintiya gona bhakti patta eka rakhilo koriya. Thinking of the benefit of those who travel on these paths, you have created the path of indirect bhakti. Note, by following the practice of varnashram, one pleases Hari. In this way, the path of karma is an indirect path to bhakti. Karmi varnashrame thaki sadhu sangha kori, karma majhe bhakti kore gona patta dhori. Remaining in the varna ashram system and associating with sadhus, the karmi walks on the path of indirect bhakti mixed with karma. Tar krita karma sab hriday shodhiya, tirohita hoy shraddha bije sthana diya. By engaging in various acts of karma, his heart becomes purified. When impurities have disappeared, the seed of shraddha is given a place in his heart. Gyani sukritir bole bhakter kripai, ananya bhakti te shraddha anayase pai. By the power of his sukriti and the mercy of a devotee, a gyani can easily attain shraddha and exclusive bhakti. Note, one may attain the association of devotee sadhus while on the path of gyan, which is an indirect path to bhakti. In regards to the way of achieving pure bhakti, in the Ramananda Samvad, Mahaprabhu referred to these two indirect paths, karma and gyan, as external. He did not respect them. Tumi bolo mor das, mayar vipake, chahe anya tuchha phal, chariya amake. You say, O Lord, my servant has fallen into the misery of Maya. Rejecting me, he now desires other trivial rewards. Ami jani tar jate hoy sumangal, Bhukti mukti charaiya di bhakti phal. The Lord says, I know what is truly auspicious for him. I will make him abandon sense enjoyment and mukti. I'll make him abandon sense enjoyment and mukti and give him the result of bhakti. Tar kama anusare chala gya tahare gona pata bhakti marge shraddha di tare. The Lord continues, according to his desire, I will guide him on the indirect path of bhakti and award him shraddha in that, in bhakti. Then Haridas Thakur, he's saying, E tomar kripa prabhu, tumi kripa moy, kripa na korile kise jiva shuddha hoy. O most compassionate Lord, this is all your mercy. If you do not give such mercy, how will the jivas be purified? Satya juge dhyana joge koto rishi gane, shuddha kori dile prabhu nija bhakti dhane. In Satya Yuga, so many sages performed dhyana yoga, the yoga of meditation, and were purified by the Lord and given the treasure of bhakti unto you. Treta yuge jagya karme aneka shodhile, dvapare archana marge bhakti bilaile. In Treta Yuga, many persons were purified by performing yagyas, and in Dwapar Yuga, they took to the path of archan, deity worship. You distributed bhakti to them. Kali agamane nath, jiver durdasha, dekhi jnana karma yoga charilo bharasa. O Lord, when Kali Yuga arrived, seeing the troublesome state of the jivas, you made them lose all hope in jnana, karma, and yoga. Ulpa ayu bahu pida bal buddhi hras, e sab upadrava jive koilo gras. Their lives are short. They suffer many tribulations, and their strength and intelligence decreases. All these disturbances devour the jivas. Varnashram dharma ara sankhya Varnashram dharma ara sankhya yoga gyan Kali jive udharite nahe balavan. Varnashram dharma, sankhya, yoga, and gyan have no power to deliver the jivas in Kali Yuga. Gyan karma gata je bhaktir gonapat kantake sankirna hoya hoilo bipata. The indirect path of bhakti, mixed with karma or gyan, becomes a narrow and the indirect path of bhakti, that means bhakti mixed with karma or gyan, becomes a narrow and treacherous path strewn with thorns. Note, at the time of following the path of gyan, one may attain real sadhu sangha, become desireless, become nishkam, and offer the results of one's actions to the Supreme through the process of karma yoga. And this may lead one to the temple of Bhakti Devi. Yet in the age of Kali, these indirect paths have become corrupted. Instead of real sadhus, dharma dwajis, that means religious hypocrites, are more prominent. That means they only wave the flag of dharma. They only show it externally, but actually, they are just hypocrites. Activities that make one crave sense enjoyment are more prominent than activities that purify the heart. Thus, through the indirect path, bhakti mixed with karma or gyan, one does not attain auspiciousness. In Dwapar Yuga, archan was seen to be the main path, but now even that is mostly corrupted due to various types of depravity. Pritak upay dhori upe sadhane vigna bahutara hoilo jiver jivane. Oh, it's 8 o'clock, I see. There's just a couple more verses, though. See where, at the top you can see we're almost at the end. By practicing this path of sadhan, the jiva finds many obstacles in life. Note, the means by which one attains the upeya, the result, is known as upaya. So upaya is the means to attain the result, the upeya. The result of upaya, or sadhan, is known as upeya. Sadhan is another name for upaya. means. Sadhya is another name for upeya, the result one attains by doing the means. um, by the mercy of the Supreme Lord, all jivas can attain the highest upeya or sadhya, goal. Karma and jnana are not the primary sadhans to attain this upeya. Why not? Because as they get close to the upeya, karma and jnana disappear. Sadhan of the holy name is not like that. The holy name and the Supreme Lord are non-different. Therefore, the holy name itself remains both the sadhya or upeya and the sadhana or upaya. By knowing this truth, one attains exceptional good fortune. Prabhu tumi jiver mangala chinta kori, kali juge nama sange swayam avatari. O Prabhu, considering how to benefit the jivas, in Kali Yuga you yourself descended along with the holy name. Yuga dharma pracharile nama sankirtan, mukhya pate jiva pai, Krishna prema dhan. You taught Nam Sankirtan as the Yuga Dharma. By following this direct path, the jivas can achieve the great wealth of Krishna Prem. Name smarane ar Nam Sankirtan, e matra dharma jiva koribe palan. Only the dharma of remembering the holy name and Nam Sankirtan can save the jivas. Jaito sadhana shade sadhya jabe hoilo, upai upeya madhe bheda narohilo. Whatever is the sadhya is also the sadhan. No difference remains between the upai and upeya, between the means and the goal. Sadhya sadhane ar nahi antaray, anayase tore jiva tomar kripai. There are no obstacles in this sadhan and sadhya. By your mercy, it is easily achieved by the jivas. Amito adhama ati majiya vishaye, na bhujino nama tava ati mura hoye. I am wretched and fully absorbed in mundane enjoyment. I never worshipped your name because I am such a great fool. Dara dara dhara choke Brahma Hari Das Porilo Prabhur Pade Chariya Nishvas. And now Srila Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura is saying, with tears streaming profusely from his eyes, Brahma Haridas fell, sighing at the Lord's feet. Hari Bhakta Bhakti Matre Vinoda Jahar, Hari Nam Chintamani Jivana Tahar. Those whose only pleasure is found in bhakti to Hari and his devotees consider Harinam-cintāmaṇi to be their very life. Iti Śrī Harināma-cintāmaṇo Nama Mahatma Suchanam Nama Pratama Parichedaha. Thus ends the first chapter of Śrī Harināma-cintāmaṇi, entitled An Introduction to the Glories of the Holy Name. All right, so that is our program for today. Isn't it interesting that Srila Haridas Thakur, he went through the sequence of the Dashmula Tattva. It is pretty much exactly that same sequence of verses. That's so that maybe tomorrow. I think I'll do that. Tomorrow we'll do. We're not going to read Harinam-cintāmaṇi tomorrow, but we will do a verse memorization practice of the first verse. Yeah. That will be our program tomorrow. And then the day after tomorrow, well, actually, let me look at the calendar really quick. Here, you can see the calendar too. Yeah, tomorrow there's nothing. And then the day after tomorrow is Lochan Das Thakur's disappearance day. We could do a short thing for Lochan Das Thakur, but I think we'll continue reading Harinam-cintāmaṇi the day after tomorrow. So tomorrow is Dashmula Shiksha, just the verse, and the day after tomorrow is second chapter. What is the second chapter of Harinam-cintāmaṇi? Let's take a quick look. Wait a second. Here. So the second chapter, and the second chapter is shorter than the one that we read today. It's like 1,000 words shorter, so I won't go over time at all. So chapter 2 is Nam Grahan Vichar, a deliberation on chanting the holy name. With great prem, Haridas wept, and with love, Gaurachandra embraced him. The Lord said, "Where is there another devotee like you? You know all spiritual truths, and you are always beyond the influence of Maya. You descended here and appeared in a low family, showing everyone that it is not by wealth, respect, birth in a high family, or through mundane virtues that one is capable of connecting with Krishna. One who has intense Shraddha and exclusive bhajan is superior even to the Devatas. He is a great personality. O Haridas, speak about the unlimited glories of the holy name. If I hear them from your mouth, I will feel bliss." So we will read all that tomorrow. Okay. Saturday is Akadashi, Sarveshwari Mataji's mentioning. Yes. Yes. Okay, great. Great. I'll have to do another post on my mailing list. I'm starting on my website, vainavdevotion.com. I'm starting something the day before Akadashi. I try to write a post on any topic. So this last Akadashi I wrote on these readings that we do today. And then the next time I don't know what I'm gonna write about. I'll have to figure it out. Yeah, if anybody wants to subscribe to that, you can go to my website, vainavdevotion.com, and then if anybody has any ideas what I should write about, let me know. All right. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Haridasa Thakur Haridasa, Haridasa Thakur Haridasa. Jai Swapashara Jai Gora Hari, Swapashara Jai Gora Hari. Jai Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Bhakti Vinod, Bhakti Vinod, Thakur Bhakti Vinod. Jai Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jai Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jai Guru Deva, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Shri Saccidānanda Gaur Hari Ki Jai, Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju Ki Jai, Shri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan Ju Ki Jai. Jai Shila Gurudev ki jai, Jai Shila Param Gurudev ki jai, Jai Shila Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai, Swapashad Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopikan ki jai, Shri Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki jai, Jai Śrī Harināma-cintāmaṇi ki jai, Shri Saccidānanda Gaur Hari ki jai, Jai Śrīla Haridas Ṭhākura ki jai, Jai Śrīla Saccidānanda Bhaktivinoda Ṭhākura ki jai. Jai Śrī Harināma-sankirtāna ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Samagata Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shinitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Vrindai Tulsi Devai Priyai Keshavashacha Krishna Bhakti Pradadevi Satyavatai Namo Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Dandavat pranams, Nri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarani Mataji, Chatamai Mataji, Nitai Mukeshji, Gokuleshwari Didi, Sarveshwari Mataji, Anadi Krishna Prabhu, Vrinda Didi, Rukmini Didi, Pradyumna Prabhu, Mantramurti Mataji, Hari Priya Didi, Premavati Didi, Ganga Mataji, Raseshwari Mataji, Indira Mataji, and all the other devotees watching. If you write a comment, then I see your name. I'm not trying to neglect anybody, but I just don't know your name. So Dandavat pranams. Thank you so much for joining. Also pranams to all the people watching in the future. So tomorrow we will memorize the first verse of Dashmula Tattva. Anybody wants to join that? I think what I'll do the whole system, explain the meaning of all the words, then go through the Sanskrit and try just so that we get the flow of the Sanskrit words. So not only word for word, but knowing how all the Sanskrit words fit together, and then repeating half of it and thinking of the meaning, then repeating the second half, and then repeating the whole line and doing that over and over again. And we'll do like a whole practice like that. And if you, I find it really helpful to, anyways, I'll talk about this tomorrow. But yeah, I find it really helpful to to write down, like to think of the verse and just like meditate on it for some time, and then write down the verse from like each line, as you memorize it without looking, just and then you can have it like on a card. I have my Dashmula cards right here. See, I'll show you this all again tomorrow for those who join this program. But see, I have each day of the week, and then every day I just take a card, and I know I don't need to think about it, and here I have, this is the first 4 Dashmula verses. I have it written here like this. Like that. So if anybody wants, if you don't have any cards like this, or you could write it in a notebook. But yeah, you can, if you want to do this program, you can, that might be helpful. All right. Dandavat pranams. See you all tomorrow. Hare Krishna. Is there anything anybody wants to mention before I end today's stream? Okay, cool. See you.